be tough to follow up. He was an incredible father. We're here to celebrate the life of Joey, a remarkable, kind-hearted, fun-loving, and compassionate man. But most importantly to me, my big brother. For the first 25 years of our lives, his friends were my friends, as we were only a year apart in school, and he always looked out for me, and he included me. He was a man whose heart was filled with love. He embodied a strong work ethic, had fierce loyalty to his friends and family, and the ability to bring people together through his fun-loving mischief and his sense of humor. Joey was so loved that my phone has been blowing up with people reaching out to me after 10, 20, and even 30 years to tell me what a positive impact he had on their lives. My brother meant a great deal to so many people, as exemplified by the attendance and all of you here today. And for all of those people that tried to get here on planes and by car this morning that the fog prohibited, we are so touched by all of you and your efforts. I know Joey is smiling upon us at this moment. As I stand before you, it is both an honor and a challenge to encapsulate the essence of his journey and the impact he's had on all of our lives. I originally thought about putting something together and tried to talk about each group or individual people that he had such impact on, but it was just absolutely too much. There's so many people, but I will list a few. As a son, he was cherished. He brought our parents, Joe and Yvonne, immense pride and joy. The unconditional love they had for one another is an incredible example of how lives are enhanced by truly being there for one another during good times and most especially during hard times. Joey's son Giordano said he thought my parents were Joey's best friends, which is quite an honor considering all of you and the number of people who loved him and called him a friend. His only complaint about my parents might be the cars they made us drive in high school. Having the ugliest car in the Gonzaga Prep parking lot was not cool. Not gonna lie, Mom and Dad, not cool. The gray Volare station wagon with red vinyl interior was an absolute beauty. But, as you all know, I believe that was what spurred on his passion for hot rods and muscle cars that so many of you have seen the joy on his face when he drove. I don't know that there was a lot of joy with the Volare. In his younger years, John, Jake, and I all idolized and slightly feared him at the same time. Within minutes, he could bring you to the highest of highs by letting you be part of whatever super cool thing he was doing. And then, scaring you by changing the game of race cars into a game of running from the glow in the dark piece of racetrack he was swinging at you with the lights off. To this day, I am simply amazed by the fact that my brother John is not a professional sprinter. Even as a young child, Joey was exceptionally competitive at everything he did. He could turn anything into a competition. Who was the best skier? Who could hold their breath longer? Who could dive the most? Who could throw the longest and hardest dirt clog? It didn't matter. But at the end of the day, he was also very into who could get their chores done first. We had long job lists. Bless you, Mom. His competitive nature drove us all to be stronger and to try harder. He had a way of bringing out the best in all of us, getting us to push ourselves to accomplish more. He even had the ability to get us to do more dishes. You see, Joey had this knack of having to use the restroom. At the time, we did family dishes every single night. Could never figure that one out. Joey was known to many of you as an athlete, a star high school football player, winning multiple state titles, and being recruited to play by most major colleges, and ultimately choosing the University of Washington, which was what led me there as well. It is because the opportunities presented to Joey through his impressive athletic prowess that he met so many of his lifelong friends. But they will be the first to tell you about Joey's competitive drive and work ethic, both on the field and in his professional life as an accomplished craftsman and builder. Joey was known around his fraternity as being the first one up on a Saturday morning, bellowing out one of his notorious nicknames, as you've heard. I'm sure he had one for many of you. He would also offer work to the younger fraternity brothers once he graduated. For anyone brave or desperate enough to spend a day in the field with Joey, if you were lucky you caught him on a good day, he would even offer to take his crew to breakfast before the work began. However, some would question, were they truly lucky? When Joey would order a 13-egg omelet platter at best and offer anyone dumb enough on his crew double wages that day if they finished it within an hour. I believe Mr. Clancy Welsh has a story about one time. I've heard it wasn't the most enjoyable work day for him, but Joey loved it and was laughing and razzing his crew all day. But I am sure the details of the story have continued to haunt Clancy for years. You see, Joey had a mind like a steel trap. And he loved to find your most humbling moments and then find the exact right time to remember them and embarrass you. I believe that is the job of a good big brother and an amazing friend, to pump you up, but also to keep you humble. And Joey made that an art form. Although Joey worked hard and shined in competition, he loved to play hard as well. Joey was one of the most joyful and fun-loving people I have ever met, with a smile and a laugh so infectious you couldn't help but join in. Joey also loved to dance and will forever be my best dance partner. It wasn't smooth, it wasn't pretty, but it was certainly fun. Watching Joey's first dance this summer at his daughter Lily's wedding will be a moment I reflect on for the rest of my life. It was tender, it was kind, and it was elegant. There are so many more stories I'm sure we can all share for hours about Joey's competitiveness, mischief, work ethic, and love of life. However, I want to take a moment to acknowledge another side of my brother, the most important side. Joey was incredibly kind and gentle. As a father, he loved his children, Giordano and Liliana, fiercely, and was so incredibly proud of them. He lit up when he spoke about their academic and athletic accomplishments. However, he was most proud of the incredible people they are today. His heart was generous. He believed in the power of a smile, a kind word, and a helping hand. But at the same time, he understood the value of humor and being direct. If he did not agree with what you thought, he always let you know. He carried an infinite supply of warmth that he generously shared through teasing with everyone he encountered. His ability to connect with people, to make them feel seen and valued, left an indelible mark on the hearts of those fortunate enough to know him. As we say goodbye today, let us not mourn the loss of my brother, son, friend, father, uncle, niece, nephew, so many titles. Let us carry forward the lessons he imparted, the laughs he shared, the resilience he exemplified, the joy he found in life's simple pleasures, and most importantly, the nicknames he bestowed. In our hearts, he will live on forever. As we navigate the journey ahead, let us honor his memory by embracing each day with the same passion, kindness, and laughter that defined his life. I will forever wish I could hear, "Waldo!" one more time. You will be missed, big brother. We love you. Pat, pat, love.